Hi everyone, I'm Vanessa Uybarreta, licensed massage therapist and yoga instructor and owner of Mind, Body, Breath Massage Therapy. I specialize in Myofascial Release. The founder of Myofascial Release is John Barnes. And I just went on vacation. I went to Sedona. You can see my tan line here. And I was on a 5-hour flight over to Arizona, and I had the idea of doing some things because I know this is vacation time, and even if it's not right now, you have these things to use for the future. Because as we know, most of the time, unless you're in first class, the seats in the airplane are extremely uncomfortable. And even if you're on the plane for an hour, let alone 5 hours or more, if you're going out of the country, it can be a very uncomfortable and annoying time, and also it's going to affect you for the rest of your vacation, right? Especially if you're already in chronic pain. Even if you're not, you can get all tight and feel like you walk out like a question mark, let alone if you have headaches, chronic back pain, things like that. So I want to give you a few easy things you can do. I want to go through it. So when I was away, luckily I threw 2 tennis balls into my carry-on, and that was very helpful. The nice thing about tennis balls is they're tiny, so they don't take up a lot of space in your luggage, but you can also throw in a yellow ball, because we all know the yellow ball. If you've been to see me, you know how to use a yellow ball. And if you haven't, it's just a larger ball that has air in it, and you can use it the same way you use these. Okay, tennis balls might not be for everybody. Maybe they're a little too hard for some of you. You can use any ball in the same fashion, maybe something softer, something squishy. So when you're on the plane, even if it's just an hour, you have plenty of time to self-treat. You know how much I'm into self-treating and how much I want everyone who comes to see me to self-treat regularly, because it really helps things move along very quickly in your healing process. And while you're on the plane, you have plenty of time, whether you're reading, watching some movie, or even napping. So I just basically kind of went up and down my spine slowly. I put tennis balls on either side of my spine. You can start from bottom to top or top to bottom. And you can start all the way down by your sacrum, which is the lowest part, even into the bottom where the glutes are a little bit. And just place them on either side. You don't want them on the spine. And then you would just sit back. And of course the airplane seat is not this low, so you just sit back. You don't have to push into it. You can just hang out there. Spend at least 5 minutes in one spot, and then slowly work your way up. You literally give yourself a whole full treatment on your back in the time that you're in the airplane. Now maybe one spot is really bothering you, maybe your mid-back, because typically the airplane seats, they make you sit like this. They're kind of designed where as if your spine is like, as if our body is like this C, and we're not. We're a curvature. So maybe sometimes the mid-back gets very jammed up. So maybe start there. You can start wherever you like. Just lean back and relax, and you'll just start to feel it. You can breathe into it. Best thing is to soften and not try to force anything out. Okay? A couple different ways to use the tennis balls, which might be more helpful for you, is even to put the tennis balls in a stocking or a sock. Okay? Sock is smaller, but if you have a hard time maneuvering the balls behind your back, whether you're on a plane or not, you can use this. Now don't hit yourself in the head. You can kind of bring it over, or you can just throw it over and then grab these. And this way you can then move them up, move them all the way up this way. And it gives you long enough, maybe if you have a really long sock, I don't know if there's a sock that's this long, or take one of your stockings or one of your wife's stockings and kind of use it. Now you might have to adjust the balls. You can also tie a knot in the middle first, so you can put one ball in, tie a knot, put another ball in, tie a knot to secure them in a good place, maybe just leaving an inch or so in the middle, or you can just leave them loose so you can maneuver them. That's a really easy thing to do. Okay? Another thing, so about positioning. Many times, like I said, the airplane seats make you sit like this, and then when you're slumped here, your neck gets a lot, so the whole thing. So that's why a lot of times lumbar support is really talked about, because when your lumbar spine, your lowest part of your spine, is more neutral, your whole body realigns to that. So you can bring with you maybe like a little sweater or sweatshirt that you were going to normally bring on your trip, so you don't add more stuff to your trip, to your luggage. Bring it in your carry-on so you can fold it up and place it on your lower back. This way now, oh, I feel so much better already. You're sitting up taller, your neck is not all like this so that you have all this neck pain. Everything's more relaxed. And you didn't have to carry anything extra. Especially when you fall asleep. We all know we kind of fall asleep in weird positions on the flight. So this can be really helpful, and you can also use the balls at the same time. If you have your balls on your upper back, you can place this down here. Or maybe you need to readjust this. Maybe it needs to be in the mid-back. You want to find what's comfortable for you. Another thing is the old neck pillows that most people use. I happen to have something different. I'll talk about it in a second. The nice thing about the neck pillows is it comforts the side of your neck. So if you fall asleep, your neck is not going to end up like this. The bad thing is most of the time in the back there's too much padding. So if the airplane seat already pushes you forward, then you have this, now you're sitting like this, which is not great. So I had another one at a time where it had a little zipper on the inside. I actually took the stuffing out of the back only, and then I just had more of the stuffing on the sides, and I didn't want much in the back. They need to design one that has nothing in the back practically, just this little bit, or something that you can mold. And then the sides are great. This is a total, what is it called? Total pillow. I'm not endorsing it. I just happen to have it. Someone told me about it. I see people walking around the airport with it also. This is kind of cool just because it's a little different. I don't like it like this because it is too much in the back, but I did use it on the side. You can kind of adjust it. You can twist it, use it as a side pillow. I even used it in the back of my head like this. That was a little bit better. It's got other uses. You can use it on your back. It has like a few different things you can do with it. I got this at Bed Bath & Beyond for about $15. So this one's okay. And then of course the few things that you can do for stretches. Of course, yes, it's very tight even if you're in the middle seat. It kind of stinks. But everybody can reach up, like you're reaching up for your air vent. So you can stretch up, take a minute or so and just stretch, because being in one position even for an hour really uncomfortably can be straining on your body, and you want to be able to enjoy your vacation and not be tight. So you can stretch up, stretch your arms up. If you know the person next to you, you can say, hello, how are you? Do a side stretch. Or you can try to lay on their lap and do a side stretch. And the other way, you can do a gentle spinal twist. So let's say you just gently turn to the side. If you're really stiff, you don't want to force it because you might be too tight. So you just do gently turning, just to give yourself a little twisting, and the other way, of course. And then, of course, like you're reaching below to the seat in front of you for your stuff. Like you'd be reaching for something, I don't know, a book. You can lean down, you can just place your forearms on your legs and just stretch your back. You can even drop your head down. Or if you're a little more flexible, you can go down a little farther and kind of stretch through, letting your head go down. And just stay here for a minute or so. And then of course, seeing if you can extend your legs as much as possible, maybe doing some ankle rolls, and just releasing. These little tiny things really help. And of course, last but not least, is you don't want to sit the whole time. Try to get up to go to the bathroom at least once. If you're on a longer flight, a few times, stand up. This will help. Some people get swelling in their feet. You want to move around a little bit. The more you move, the better you feel. Sometimes people can get pain afterwards. The feet just end up swelling from being up in the air. So try these things. Bring some treatment tool with you. It's great to use, especially if you're on an uncomfortable bed or a hotel bed or just an unfamiliar bed, to use so that you don't get tight and that you can continue to work through and have a good vacation. So I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if there's anything else that you do on your flight, and I will speak with you soon. Bye!